Face the camera so your whole name.
Corey Williams Bryant.
This is case number 230-56705, people of the state of Michigan versus Corey Lavelle Bryant, also known as Corey Lavelle Williams Bryant. Counsel. Bryant. Can I have appearances, please?
Thanks, Judge. Good afternoon. Steve Vincent for the people, case 719.
Yes, Brandon Bird on behalf of Corey Bryant. My client was invited to call the reading. Constitutional rights to firm you.
The court's going to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Is there anything else to bond from people?
Thanks, Judge. We are dealing with 6 reasonably serious counts here. This incident did take place just a couple of days ago. Apparently, Your Honor, defendant was at Bella's Chicken, wherein employees there were having a problem with defendant's credit card for the purchase of an order that he had previously put in. While the employees were attempting to resolve the problem, defendant allegedly became irate, made threats to the employees, and therein pulled out a handgun and pointed it at the employees. There were 3 employees. The defendant's version to the police was he got into a verbal altercation with the employees regarding the transaction. He then felt disrespected by the owner. The defendant allegedly stated he thought the owner was going to come at him with something, and therein the defendant pulled out his weapon, but he pointed it at the ground and never pointed it at anyone. Now, Your Honor, the reason why the people include the defendant's statement is because the police recovered video footage of the entire incident, where it evidences no threat by the employees, and further, that the defendant pulled out his firearm and pointed it and waved it at the employees while they were behind the counter of the restaurant. So, Your Honor, with all due respect, the video footage shows there wasn't a threat. The employees were behind the counter. The defendant pointed his firearm, waving it at the employees and not pointing it down to the ground. Now, the people do note that the defendant doesn't have any priors. However, in this case, he's a valid CPL holder. And he ended up pulling out this gun with the footage showing what he did, proceeding to wave it at everybody. Your Honor, the people believe this is dangerous behavior. This is irrational behavior of a CPL holder. The people believe that the defendant is a danger, not only to the complainants, but to anybody else as a result of what he did over a food transaction. The people here would be asking for a $10,000, 10% cash bond.
Okay, counsel.
Yes, Your Honor. Claim in the case that he's a 34-year-old lifelong resident, Your Honor. 3 children. In the case is that he doesn't have any prior criminal history, not on probation or parole, Your Honor. Not on probation or parole. He is self-employed business owner and works part-time for the job that I have not mentioned across the screen, but it's still well below the 20% property guideline. Any amount of time would be like actually, my client.
So he has 2 jobs and he's below that
Still
line?
below.
Okay.
And I'll say it's a business owner, Your Honor, that doesn't mean that it's quite successful as he wants to be at this moment. But so any of my advice is difficult for my client to pay. I understand that these are assault allegations. That's why the court understands these are only allegations. We don't know if the restaurant, the people that work at the restaurant, threatened my client or not. There's no evidence that the video had any audio to it. So without hearing that audio, it's tricky because in this story, it's one person. It seems to be believable. My client's actually the one that called the police. So my client is the one who called the police. There's no way to say that nobody threatened my client because there's no audio in that matter. If somebody's behind the counter, you don't know what they have. But respectfully, I do understand these assault allegations. I wouldn't believe my client to be a threat to the community. You know, what I mean, he showed in the past 34 years of his life that he has no criminal history at all. I just know assault criminal history, no criminal history at all. You know? So respectfully, we're asking this for a personal bond.
Okay. All right. Court has reviewed the investigator's report, has also heard representation from the people and from defense counsel. Sir, the court does find that these are extremely assaultive allegations, ones that include you taking a gun out, pointing it at the employees of this particular location. Does appear that they were behind the counter. From what I understand, this being behind the counter includes, I don't know if it's glass or plexiglass, a barrier between you and the people. So that if there were any threats made by the employees, there was a barrier.
That same barrier was there for him too, yeah.
Correct. Still pointing the gun at toward those people behind that plexiglass or glass, or I don't know what kind of barrier it was actually.
The people do appreciate defense counsel's argument, but we do have a confession from the defendant who states that he admitted he wasn't in any imminent danger.
Just getting to that. That does appear to be a part of his statement to the police. I understand that he indicates that he kept his gun pointed to the ground. However, there is either video or still photos to the contrary. So this was a public place. Does not really say, or I did not recall seeing whether or not there were other people in the establishment at the time. Certainly could be. This is a restaurant where clearly other people could have been there at the time. The court does find that he presented a danger to the community, not just these three individuals. First of all, sir, you are not to have any contact with the establishment located at 21370 West McNichols in the city of Detroit. You're also not to have any contact with no physical or verbal contact, no contact by way of text or social media, no contact with their places of employment or residence. Write these names in. Not to purchase or possess any firearms or any other weapons during the pendency of this matter. Court has taken note of the fact that you are a CPL holder, but during the pendency of this matter, you're not to possess any weapons at all, including any firearms. Once again, the court does find that you present a serious danger to the public. Court feels that a personal bond does not adequately protect the public. The court is not inclined to set a personal bond in this matter. Okay. Court is setting your bond, sir, in the amount of $50,000. This is going to be a 10% bond. You have a probable cause date of May 16th, preliminary exam date of May 22nd, 2023, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Giles. Counsel, is this affordable or not affordable for your client?
Very not affordable.
Okay, sir, you will have a bond redetermination hearing scheduled for this Friday, May 5th, 2023, 9:00 a.m. This will be by Zoom before Chief Judge McConico. You only need to attend that hearing if you do not post bond. This is Bryant. Let's see, I think that's it. Okay, all right. You may step away from the camera, sir.